What if I told you billion-dollar masterpieces vanished in minutes like poof, gone? Today, we're counting down 7 of the wildest art heists ever caught on camera, and trust me, some of these are crazier than a Hollywood movie. We're talking about thieves walking into world-famous museums and just taking stuff. We're going to show you the empty frames, the security footage, and the actual crime scene photos. These aren't just paintings, they're priceless pieces of human history, and they disappeared in the blink of an eye. The combined value of the art we're about to show you is literally in the billions. We're talking about everything from the Mona Lisa being snatched from the Louvre to thieves using a ladder to steal priceless Van Goghs. This is 7 wild art heists caught in photos. It's March 18, 1990. The city of Boston is celebrating St. Patrick's Day. While everyone is partying, 2 men dressed as police officers walk up to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. They buzz the security desk and tell the night guard, Rick Abbott, that they're responding to a disturbance call. This is the first critical mistake. Against all protocol, the guard lets them in. Once inside, the cops tell the guard he looks familiar and that there's a warrant out for his arrest. They lure him away from the only panic button in the entire museum. Once the guard is away, they slap on handcuffs, tape their heads and eyes and shout, "This is a robbery!" They weren't cops, they were thieves. For the next 81 minutes, these 2 guys had complete, uninterrupted control of the entire museum. They walked past multi-million-dollar Titians, Raphaels, and headed straight for the Dutch room. They smashed, slashed, and brutally cut paintings right out of their frames. Their biggest prize was the concert by Johannes Vermeer, one of only 34 Vermeers in the entire world, valued at over $250 million today. They also stole Rembrandt's only seascape, the Storm on the Sea of Galilee. You can see the empty frame, left hanging for over 30 years as a symbol of hope. Another Rembrandt, a Manet, 5 Degas sketches, a bronze eagle finial from a Napoleonic flag. In total, 13 priceless works, valued today at over $500 million, the largest single property theft in world history. The craziest part? The thieves have never been caught. The art has never been found. The FBI has chased leads from the Boston mob to the IRA. The museum still offers a $10 million reward, but for now, 13 masterpieces are just gone. Imagine walking into the Louvre in Paris, the most famous museum on Earth, and seeing an empty space where the Mona Lisa is supposed to be. In 1911, that actually happened. On August 21st, a painter noticed the blank wall. By the next day, they found the painting's protective glass and frame abandoned in a staircase. The Mona Lisa was gone. Borders were sealed. Police questioned everyone, even Pablo Picasso. For 2 years, the most famous painting in the world was missing. The thief was Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman. The craziest part? He hid in a broom closet overnight. When the museum was closed, he lifted it off the wall, tucked it under his coat, and walked out the front door. He kept it in a trunk for 2 years, then tried to sell it in Florence. Experts confirmed it. Police arrested him, instantly making the painting even more famous. Edvard Munch's The Scream, stolen not once, but twice. First in 1994, during the Lillehammer Olympics, ladder, smashed window, in and out in under 50 seconds, and a postcard left behind. Thanks for the poor security, recovered in a sting months later, unharmed. Then, in 2004, masked gunmen burst in, broad daylight, horrified tourists watching. They ripped the Scream and Madonna right off the walls. The photos showed brutal damage to the walls. In 2006, police recovered both paintings. Moisture and scratches, but restored. Stealing it once is bold. Stealing it twice is legendary. Amsterdam, December 7, 2002. 2 thieves on the roof, Octave the Monkey Durham and Henk Bieslein. With a 15-foot ladder and a sledgehammer, they smashed a reinforced window and dropped into the gallery. No silent alarm. They ignored other treasures and targeted 2. View of the sea at Scheveningen and congregation leaving the Reformed Church in Nuenen. Deeply significant early works. The whole heist? Under 5 minutes. They rappelled out and left the ladder. DNA sealed their fate. Arrested and convicted. But the paintings vanished for years. In 2016, Italian police raided a drug lord's property near Pompeii. Inside a cottage, wrapped in cloth, the 2 Van Goghs, slightly damaged, finally, home. October 16, 2012. Around 3 a.m. alarms blare. Police arrive in 5 minutes. The thieves are gone. 7 masterpieces: Picasso, Monet, Gauguin, Matisse, Lucian Freud. Possibly $200 million. The thieves forced a rear emergency exit in and out in about 3 minutes. Investigators followed a Romanian crew. Arrests, GPS trails, paint residue. One accomplice confessed. But the question, where are the paintings? The ringleader's mother, Olga, hid them in a cemetery. Panicking, she dug them up and, this is heartbreaking, burned them in her wood-burning stove to destroy evidence. Forensics found pigment, canvas residue, and nails matching the stolen works. 7 priceless pieces, reduced to ash. One of the oldest and most mysterious heists, the Ghent altarpiece, the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. In 1934, a thief removed the panel "The Just Judges" with surgical precision, leaving a note, taken from Germany by the Treaty of Versailles. Ransom letters followed, DUA, and to prove possession, the thief returned the panel's reverse, a painting of John the Baptist. Wealthy stockbroker Arsène Gudurtier confessed on his deathbed he alone knew the location. An unsent letter hinted at a hiding place, but the trail went cold. A replica replaced it in 1945. The original remains missing. Dresden, 2019. Thieves sabotaged power with an electrical fire. Streetlights out, partial alarms down. Cameras kept rolling. They cut iron bars, smashed a window, and slipped into the jewel room, headlamps slicing through the dark. Axes shattered reinforced glass. They targeted 3 sets of 18th century jewels. Diamond swords, brooches, necklaces, over 100 treasures in minutes. They fled in an Audi and torched it. Police later arrested members of a Berlin crime family and recovered some major pieces, including the Dresden white diamond. Many historic items are still missing, feared, broken up, and sold. Not every heist is smash and grab. Some happen in daylight, on a national scale, like the Nazis looting Gustav Klimt's portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer I. After the Anschluss, the Bloch-Bauer estate was seized. The portrait was renamed the Woman in Gold to erase its Jewish ties, displayed as if it belonged to Austria. Decades later, Adele's niece, Maria Altman, battled all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. In 2006, arbitration ruled in her favor. 5 Klimts, including the billion-dollar Woman in Gold, were returned to their rightful heir, a landmark victory for justice. Let's go back to the Gardner Museum heist, the $500 million mystery we started with. For over 30 years, leads have run through Boston's underworld, Carmelo Merlino's crew, Robert the Cook Guarente. Guarente allegedly passed 2 paintings to Robert Bobby Gentile. FBI raids found a handwritten list and police uniforms, but no art. Another lead. Bobby Donati, murdered a year after the heist, reportedly planning to trade the art for a mob boss's freedom. In 2015, microscopic paint chips on duct tape matched pigments from Vermeer and Rembrandt, proof of proximity, but still no recovery. The FBI believes the art may still be hidden in New England. Not every heist ends in profit. In 1965, Kempton Bunton walked the Goya out of London's National Gallery to protest government spending, later convicted only of stealing the frame. Stéphane Breitwieser stole over 200 works from small European museums, caught trying to steal a bugle in Switzerland. In a panic, his mother destroyed evidence, chopping paintings, dumping silver into a canal, stuffing pieces into a garbage disposal. Over 100 objects lost forever. Security's improved, motion sensors, pressure plates, advanced surveillance. But as Dresden showed, determined thieves adapt. When you add up just the heists we covered, Gardner, Dresden, Kunsthal, Mona Lisa, The Scream, The Just Judges, and The Woman in Gold, we're talking over $2 billion in cultural treasures stolen, destroyed, or still missing. These aren't just assets, they're irreplaceable pieces of our shared human story. The empty frames in the Gardner are a constant reminder of what we may never get back. Still, the hunt continues. Detectives, historians, and even amateur sleuths chasing clues around the globe. Every recovery, like the Van Goghs found in a mafioso's kitchen, is a massive victory. Which heist shocked you the most, the 81-minute Gardner job or the Nazis stealing the Woman in Gold? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe for more wild history deep dives. You won't want to miss what we're investigating next. Subscribe.